From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Rob's forecast.
Well, the weather pattern looking relatively hot and certainly dry over the next week to 10 days. All the action going on in the tropics. Question being, will the tropics get into the U.S.'s way or perhaps the Gulf of Mexico? We'll talk more about that right now. Let's get into the tropics and what's going on locally. Got a ridge of high pressure. It's pretty much the dominant feature over the southeast U.S. and through the Gulf Coast. Squelching rain chances. That's the way it's going to go. Severe weather to the north, and this ridge of high pressure is going to be expanding into the Atlantic in the wake of Tropical Storm Jerry. Now, we have a little bit of a disturbance down here by the Yucatan, but it has a very low chance of development. If so, it's going to be heading toward Mexico. Tropical Storm Jerry. Here's the center of Tropical Storm Jerry, southwest of Bermuda. But where's the convection? It's all to the east, weakening and will continue to weaken. Now, Lorenzo, tropical storm, but almost a hurricane. We think that becomes a hurricane, but stays out to sea. And of course, Tropical Storm Karen, we're keeping an eye on for Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, producing very heavy rainfall, as we showed you earlier this evening across Puerto Rico. And again, the center of circulation northeast of Puerto Rico, it moves off to the north, then it bumps into a ridge of high pressure. We do the old loop-de-loop and then may head to the west. But question is, how strong will the system be? Will the convection go to the east and the circulation get pushed to the west? Will this have an opportunity to strengthen again if it moves off to the west? So a lot of questions with this system down the line. As we look at the European model, we see that storm out here and then doing that loop thing. Meanwhile, we have a lot of blue across the Gulf of Mexico, so dry into the weekend. Remnants of that tropical wave that's moving across the Yucatan may spread moisture up towards southeast Texas, but we stay in the blue for now, and that's the way it goes into next week. And then we'll start watching this moisture move to the west. Not only the remnants of Karen or whatever, if Karen's still going, but maybe something else developing as an upper level low gets into the Gulf, and that may help draw Karen westward as well. So lots of question marks down the line, but nothing to be worried about at this point. Your 24-hour forecast, we start off near 70 tomorrow and head up to about 90 for the afternoon high. And look at these daytime highs, upper 80s to lower 90s through the weekend and beyond. No cold fronts for now, but maybe about 2 weeks away. We'll have more coming up from KATC in just a little bit.